Signed, welcome, and thank you for that love. Sending me early love. Friday Young says it is on. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We're just getting started. Welcome to another Tech Talk Tuesday. Welcome to more information about crypto asset wealth management. Thank you guys for the heart me's. Thanks for the screen taps. Good morning, Robert. Yes, keeping it sharp, ready for Tech Talk, ready to help people in the crypto space. Steve Jr., thank you so much for the heart me. Aha, hello and welcome. It's wheels up at IHodlLife, says David. What up, David? And welcome and thanks for joining in. Some comments in this live were filtered to protect the community's experience. I don't know what you're saying out there. I mean, we just turned the channel on. We haven't even started yet. So whatever you're saying where TikTok's banning your words, I don't know. Think before you write something, maybe. What up, Kyle? Thank you for that heart me. What's everyone doing out there on an amazing Tuesday? Steve, how you doing? I hope you're having an amazing Tuesday. I hope your week is going amazing. What up, Uber guy? You don't need to send me any gifts though, but I hope you're having an amazing day. I hope you guys are stacking up your cryptocurrencies in these red times. I hope that when the market goes down, you've been following my channel long enough to know that those are opportunities because crypto is long term. What up, Pitt? How are you doing? Nice to see you. Great to see all of you here on a Tuesday afternoon. I started a little early today because I have a meeting at 12:30, so I can't do my normal 12 to 1 o'clock. So we're going to go from 11:30 to 12:30 today. Is Solana launched in ETF today? Good question, SS. Let's take a look. It is Tech Talk Tuesday. So let's go find out if it did in fact launch today. There was rumors of it happening, but I don't know if it officially launched, so let's go find out. Let's see if it went live today or if we were just hearing speculative information. And as far as I know, there is a ETF staking, is a staking ETF that is supposed to be coming out. Let's take a look. We're going to go to Decrypt. If anyone knows who Decrypt is, they're a very positive news source in the crypto space, very credible, and we're going to go see what they have to say about this. The ETF floodgates are about to open, says Decrypt. So new ETFs that launched today. Wow. So not only did Solana, I did not know this, not only did Solana do a staking ETF that went live today, October 28th, also Litecoin launched an ETF that went live today, and HBAR, Hedera Hashgraph, which is the one I didn't know, little sneaky little secret bastards, HBAR launched one today, also live October 28th. So I don't know anything about this HBAR ETF. I don't know anything about the Litecoin ETF, but I did know that there was supposed to be a Solana ETF. I just kind of lost track that it was actually today it was supposed to launch. So let's take a look. Let's take a look at what details Decrypt has out on it so far. This is obviously today's news from Decrypt, so it's very, very early. Shout out to Decrypt. You guys are one of the best news sources out there in the crypto space. Blah, 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 blah. Just details about the crypto space. Nothing other than Solana staking ETF is live. So that means that now there's a Bitcoin and Ethereum and a Solana ETF arena as the first US spot Solana ETF went live today, October 28. And 4 new crypto ETFs will begin trading this week. Oh, so 4 new ones available this week. So Solana went live today. The Litecoin in Hedera is going live this week, not necessarily today. So the other 4 cryptos on the New York Stock Exchange and the NASDAQ will be Solana, Litecoin, Hedera, other than Bitcoin and Ethereum. So Litecoin and Hedera are to launch this week also. So this is going to be really great, positive news in the crypto space. And it's important to know, everybody, that there's no ETF launch that's going to make your crypto bag blow up. It's not like one day you're going to wake up and you're going to be like, oh, wow, there's an ETF for this crypto, so now all the world's going to get on board and now my crypto portfolio is going to explode. It's just not going to happen that way. But what is going to happen is ETFs is going to start the normalization of cryptocurrency, the normalization to the point where people start getting their paycheck in cryptos, the normalization where having crypto in your 401 is normal for every single person. If you don't, you're a weirdo. So the normalization of crypto will happen as people start acquiring ETFs, which brands cryptocurrency from the speculative danger monopoly, virtual monopoly money that we work with now, that the world sees it as, to a solid asset class that goes along with their already other asset classes. So you're not going to see traditional finance and then crypto over here in this gray ghost cloud like it is today. You're going to see it all combined. In fact, once everything becomes tokenized, cryptocurrency will end up be kind of, the king of the roost, so to say, in the asset class field for most investors. So the ETFs is really an elevator to get people on board to the right floors. And that's really what's going to happen. A Solana ETF, an XRP ETF, a Bitcoin ETF, an Ethereum ETF, an HBAR ETF. Watch out in the future very soon for other ETFs like Cardano, Avalanche, really, really huge protocols. And this is going to be the onboarding ramp for most people to go into crypto. The amount of people that are going to go open up a crypto.com exchange, buy their crypto, is probably less than 20% of the population once even full adoption happens, because most people will access it through some party via an ETF because they just don't fully understand self-custody yet, which is why everyone should be following my channel. Hit that like and follow, because self-custody is the name of the game in this new digital era. Yes, I was Captain America on Sunday. What up, River Rat? Hope you're having a great Tuesday. Game Plan. How are you doing, my man? I hope you're having a great Tuesday. Did HBAR ETF launch today? Oh, well, I was just explaining, so I hope you got the information, Gerardo. It looks like it's launching this week. Solana went live today. It doesn't necessarily say the Hedera one went live today, but again, that's all the information we have thus far, as it's, noon on the day that we know the Solana one did launch. But once again, just because HBAR ETF launches today, tomorrow, next day, doesn't matter, doesn't mean your HBAR bag's going to explode. It doesn't. It just means that you should be using your brain and you should be looking long-term and saying, wow, long-term, people are going to onboard HBAR. I'm a genius for stacking it now while everyone else is just barely paying attention to an ETF. And that's more validation for me to stack more when I look at the market and it's bleeding and I'm like, oh, it's hurting. Did I do that? Oh, I did do the right thing. I should buy more. This is where your validation and your understanding comes. This is where you earn the skills for your diamond hands. And the diamond hands isn't guesswork. It's calculated risk, it's calculated focus, and it's calculated reward. Yeah, really great ETF news. Really, really great. The HBAR ETF did go live then, Denny. If it's on Fidelity right now, then that means it did go live. So that's great. So it looks like HBAR, Litecoin, potentially Litecoin, and Solana all went live today, October 28, as far as we can tell. We don't have proof yet of the Litecoin, but it looks like we do for HBAR. And we do have, and that's right, David Malden, stack up the truck with HBAR. And that doesn't mean just because the HBAR thing went live that HBAR is going to explode and go from whatever price it is now to some crazy price. It's not. But what it is going to do is it's going to stabilize its growth. It's going to reduce the pullback traction when we go through the bear market, which we do still have a 4-year cycle. So there will be pullbacks. Those are the times we stack even more. So every time you see the crypto that you like going down, celebrate, do a dance, sell shit you own, and buy more. Viral clip, if you want people to subscribe to you, the last thing you should do is run around in other people's lives and write messages for people to subscribe to you. If you really want people to subscribe to you, offer valuable content. Go live on your page and offer something valuable for people to actually want to subscribe to. Don't just go and try to sell a subscription to people on other people's pages. You're not going to get quality followers. Or you're going to get drive-by people who come check you out and then they're gone. So the key to the subscribers, the key to the big following is offering valuable content. Thank you, everyone, for the heart me's. That's right, John Zimmerman. Keep stacking your cryptocurrency, ladies and gentlemen. Stop listening to influencers who don't know what they're talking about. Stop worrying about the FOMO and the volatility and all the fear and all the FUD, and just keep stacking your bags. And when it goes down and when it gets red, see it as an opportunity because you understand why, and grab more. What up, GOAT? Thanks for tuning in on a Tech Talk Tuesday. Your H-bar bag went down 5% this morning. And what do I tell you guys? I always tell you guys that usually when there's a day or an announcement that something's going to happen, you can probably expect the price to go down, not up. The day the ETF goes live for H-bar, the price doesn't spike, it fucking goes down. It's just funny how the market works that way. So it's hard to see it in the short term, but I'll be honest with you guys. 10, 20, 30% up, 10, 20, 30% down doesn't really mean anything 5 years from now. It doesn't. Keep stacking your bags, everyone. What is an ETF? An ETF is an ability for someone to buy cryptocurrency without really owning the cryptocurrency. So it's an electronic transfer of funds. So it's basically a digital receipt saying that somebody owns an asset in your name, just like your bank. You go to your bank, you have a bank account, and that bank account is an account that is really owned by the bank, but it's in your name. So there's an intermediary of custody. The bank owns custody of your money. And that's very much like investments. People are giving money to a bank or to an investment group or to some kind of company, some type of intermediary, so they have custody of the money, and the client themselves gets a digital receipt called an ETF saying that they own Bitcoin or they own Ethereum or they own a stock in something or they own, but really they don't own anything. They just own a digital receipt that says they have rights to something that's technically in the custody of someone else. This is why the traditional financial world is designed to fuck you over. And cryptocurrency at this current time, before it gets fully regulated, is open to an opportunity where it doesn't fuck you over and limit your control and your movements. And you're able to make peer-to-peer transactions 24 hours a day outside of any markets. And you can control and grow your assets without the need of somebody else having custody, quote unquote, custody of your assets and your money. You should not be buying ETFs, everyone. You should be downloading an app on your phone and buying the crypto yourself and sending it to your own home self-bank, self-custody wallet. That's what you should be doing. But they're trying to not let you know that. They don't want you to know that. The banks don't want you to have custody of your crypto. The elite financial people in the world do not want you having a Swiss bank account in your pocket, able to trade with Tristan 24 hours a day whenever you want. They don't want you to have that capability. They want you to remain ignorant. They want you to give custody of your funds to someone else, so you always need someone's permission to use your money and your assets. It's time to pay attention to the deregulation of cryptocurrency, the deregulation of the technology of elliptic curve cryptography, which has equipped us with self-custody. And for all you new people here, you can swap money into crypto and crypto into money at any time that you want. I just have to send a message to someone who's calling me. And H-bar is up 13% on the news. That is correcto. It's actually up 11% today. I always have the market sitting everywhere I am. And H-bar right now is up 11.2% exactly over the last 48 hours. I just messaged you and said I'm in a meeting. Just message someone and say, I'm in a meeting, and then they call me. Is Decrypt a website? It's not Decrypt spelt that way. It's DE and then CRYPT, like crypto. CRYPT and then DE in front of it, like Decrypt. And they're a news source. Yes, in fact, they actually have an app you can download on your phone if you guys want. And when you read their news, they actually allow you to collect like little Decrypt tokens, which are actual crypto tokens that you can then trade for other things and rewards and stuff. So, and that's not why I use their news. It's just that they're a very credible source of news in the crypto space. So usually they're not going to publish something unless they've done some back work. So I can generally trust most of the information. I always take everything with a grain of salt. You never know what could be said out there. But Decrypt, shout out to you guys once again, is one of the best, most credible news sources for crypto in the crypto space. At least when I read their news, I'm not reading it like I read most people or hear influencers. I'm like, but when I read from Decrypt, I know they have a team, they've done their research, they know what they're talking about. So there's 80 to 90% credible value to it. Or are we in the 4-year market? Trivia man, we are in the final stage of the bull run. I shouldn't say in the final stage because the bull run goes in waves. Bitcoin dominance, Ethereum dominance, large cap dominance, mid cap dominance, alt season or small cap dominance, which is what you're looking for, and then meme frenzy, and then the cycle it dumps, and then the cycle happens over one more time. So right now, we already went through Bitcoin dominance. We experienced that through late 2024 and through the first half of 2025. We moved into Ethereum dominance late in the summertime, going into early fall. We've been in Ethereum dominance, which means Ethereum is performing better than Bitcoin. We're in Ethereum dominance since about June, July-ish of 2025 until present day today. We're still currently in Ethereum dominance, which means Ethereum is the better producer of all of them. And that means we still have large cap, mid cap, alt season, and meme coin yet to come. Even though I will fully admit to all of you, I anticipated us to be later in the season by now. I anticipated us to have Ethereum dominance in April, May, June, July. And I anticipated by the time we hit August, September, October, we would already be in a large cap to mid cap area, but we're not. We're still in Ethereum. So it seems as though it's taking longer or it's just elongating. And that's a very clear sign of additional money in the space early. A lot of institutional and extra money in the space early, kind of elongating the process. But with that said, we're still very good on mark. I just kind of anticipated the Ethereum dominance to be over now, and we would already be in the next phase, which we're not yet. So that means that we could still be in parabolic season from now, which we are in, all the way through until April or June of 2026 potentially. Of course, we don't know that for sure. This is just speculation based on my expertise and based on being here through 2 previous cycles. We should be seeing a pop-off season sometime between November and February. For all of you out there getting your portfolios prepared now, you're all a bunch of geniuses. And for everyone sitting on the fence waiting, you're all very, very foolish, and you're going to have to wait for another cycle. And if you don't know what that looks like, talk to anybody who bought their crypto in 2021, and they'll tell you how painful it was to sit around for 3 years waiting for the next cycle because you didn't get your ass off the fucking fence. That's the reality. So where we are on the 4-year cycle, Trivia Man, is we are in Ethereum dominance in the bull run area of the cycle. And we should very quickly be moving to large and mid cap dominance anytime soon. Literally tomorrow or literally within 3 months. Do you think we still have a chance for a full altcoin season? Absolutely we do. It's just that altcoin season, if you haven't been here through an altcoin season before, altcoin season isn't what you think it is. It's not a lottery ticket that you think it is. It's a gradual staging growth, and there is a short parabolic season that happens in there, but it's again not exactly what you think it is. I encourage you to hit that like and follow so you guys learn how to navigate the crypto space properly. And better yet, if you're in the $25,000 range or higher, then make sure to check us out at Tokenized Financial. Perhaps crypto asset wealth management is the right choice for you. We are the only asset management firm on the planet who does not take your crypto assets. We simply provide you the education to do it yourself. Do I think the rate cut on the 29th? I don't know, and whether they cut the rates or whether they don't, it doesn't really affect the long-term value of crypto. It will affect the short-term volatility of the market, but it doesn't affect the long-term adoption rate of cryptocurrency itself. Keep stacking your bags, everyone. What happened with YYAI? Never heard of it. Maybe it was a scam. There's all kinds of fake AI companies coming out because AI is so hot. Thank you for the heart me. If you haven't sent me a heart me yet, please do so, everyone. There's a lot of fake AI companies coming out because AI is a hot play and people are going to FOMO money into AI. So scammers are going to create fake AI companies just to get coin companies to get people to buy into them, and then they're just going to disintegrate and not really be anything at all. Thank you, Denise. Thank you, Adrian. Thank you, everyone, for sending me heart me's. It helps boost my page. I appreciate that very much. And once again, if you're new on my channel, feel free to check us out at tokenizedfinancial.com. My name's Tristan. I'm the founder and the CEO of the company. On Tuesdays, I am live with Tokenized Financial and Tech Talk. And on Sundays, I'm live with the IHodlLife brand, the world's only cryptocurrency brand. And you can talk to us there about Ask Me Anything Crypto every Sunday. On Tuesdays, we talk a little bit more technical details, and we also talk about our portfolio management service for all of you out there interested in the new world of asset management. You know who Edward Jones is? Welcome to Tokenized Financial, the crypto version of today's modern Edward Jones. How important is XRP? It's extremely important. This is a complicated question, though, Gerardo, because your level of understanding what important means and my level of understanding what important means is vastly different. So when you say, how important is XRP? And I reply to it, it's very important. We both have varying areas of its importance. Just keep stacking your XRP and hold on to it for the long term. One thing I will tell you about XRP is the day will come to you that you will wish you bought more. The day will come to you when you realize everything you asked was irrelevant other than how much did you get? How much did you hold? How much did you, it's all that's going to matter. It's the only thing that's going to matter. Everything else in between, all the understanding, all the questions, everything will not matter other than how much did you get? How many do you have? How many coins are you holding? That's all that's going to matter when it comes time for it to matter. Keep stacking your bags, everyone. Have patience. When you see volatility, understand with wisdom and buy more. Build your bags bigger. Don't build it when it's going up. Don't see green candles and feel validation. Oh, yeah, I made the right decision. I better put more in. No, wait. Sit back and chill. Wait, sit back and chill, because you know as well as I do, if you're following my channel, the market moves like this. So if we see a green, we have to wait. There, now it's red. Now's my time to enter my money. Now the money that I went into the world, physical fiat money that I made, now I'm putting it into here on this day. And does it really matter 5 years from now if I bought here or I bought here on today's cycle? No, it doesn't. It just makes me feel better when I put my $1,000 in and it goes up to $1,200 instead of I put my $1,000 in and it's bouncing between 800 and 1,000. I'd rather it bounce between 1,000 and 1,200. Do you know what I mean? So that's why we always enter on red. And even though we do, it might even go more red. Buy more. If it goes more red, buy more. Don't guess later if you made the right decision. Make the right decision before you do it in the first place. Decide on crypto if it's the right thing for you before you do it. Don't run into it like well, I guess I'll buy some and see what happens. You're going to get screwed because the volatility factor will play with your emotions. You won't understand what's happening in the 4-year cycle. One bear market will come around and you'll sell your bags at a loss and you'll end up doing it backwards. So because of that, I recommend you hit that like and follow right here at IHodlLife to follow us every Sunday to ask and learn about crypto absolutely free, and show up here on Tuesdays to get tech talk about certain details and also find out about our portfolio asset management service at tokenizedfinancial.com. Feel free to visit our website at www.tokenizedfinancial.com, or feel free to hit the link in the top of my TikTok page. While everyone watches HBAR, you're grabbing Algo. Attaboy, David. Both of those are great cryptos. Both of them are ISO coins. Thank you guys for your heart me's. Thank you guys for your love. Solana is still cheap. You're damn right it's cheap. Do you guys, when I started buying crypto, it was 2016 when I really started buying altcoins, and I bought Ethereum and it was $2.02. $2.02. And do you know why Ethereum is now $4,000? It's not because Ethereum got better. In fact, Ethereum kind of sucks as everything else came out that was better, which is why Ethereum required all the layer 2s. So Ethereum didn't get better and it went from $2 to 2,000. It went from $2 to 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 because of the ecosystem, because of everything that's tokenized and built on top of Ethereum. Solana's at that early young stage and it's about to go through that same explosive. And next cycle, we're going to be here talking about the price of Solana at $1 or $2 or $1,000 or $600 or $900, not what it is today. Once again, I encourage you to keep stacking your cryptocurrency with long-term understanding and patience. When it goes down, buy more, everyone. Stop panicking. And in the future, there will be a time that will come to you, just like your XRP bags, where when you look at your Solana bag, the only thing that will matter is how many Solana did I get? How many did I get? How many Bitcoin do you own right now, ladies and gentlemen? Because that's what matters. All the in-between, should I buy it? Where do I hold it? What exchange do I use? All the stuff in between doesn't matter. Today, if you have Bitcoin, the only thing that matters is how many Bitcoin do you have? Right? So don't worry about all the fuzz in between and worry about how many XRP are you going to have. When it matters, how many will you have in your bag? When it matters, how many will you have in your bag? And when it matters, do you hold it in self-custody or does someone else own custody of your money? Ellipal is a bit clunky. It is. The Ellipal is a little bit too much like a cell phone, like it's too kind of big and bulky. Even this one I find is a bit large size. However, I like that it's round. I like that it looks like a coin. I like that it has these little edges on it so I can stand on my desk and I can look at it, and it's touch screen so I can touch the screen. I wish it had a little kickstand on it so I could angle it so I could push on the screen without knocking it over, just so you know, SecUX. Wait a second, didn't I tell you guys that 4 years ago and you never did it? Oh yeah. Anyway, that's the only thing that this thing really needs. Other than that, it's an amazing wallet. In my opinion, the best one on the market, which is why it's the one I use. But it doesn't really matter whether you use this one, whether you use a Ledger, whether you use a Tangem, whether you use an Ellipal. All of them have pros and cons, to be honest. The truth is if you understand self-custody, you understand, go to the exchange, buy the crypto, send it to my offline wallet. If I ever want to sell, convert, swap, do anything, I can move it back to the exchange, sell it, swap it, convert it, do what I want, move it back to my wallet. I'm in control of my money 100%. If you have that knowledge, you're way ahead of everybody else out there running around thinking about what ETF should I buy? Who should I give my money to? Because they're all too dumb to take custody of their own assets. The traditional financial world has trained their brain to give up custody of their assets, give up custody of their money, give up custody of their time. And they're always left with nothing but a few fucking crumbs that roll off the table. It's time for you to understand differently, everyone. I encourage you to check us out at Tokenized Financial, www.tokenizedfinancial.com. It's time for you to start building your cryptocurrency portfolio today. If you need a Crypto for Dummies book, it's in the IHodlLife channel. If you go watch my channel, you'll notice there is thousands and thousands and thousands of free videos educating you about cryptocurrency absolutely free. You can also follow our Twitter X and our YouTube for thousands and thousands of extra hours of educational content absolutely free. And most importantly, join our community Discord to become part of the best worldwide crypto community. And yes, we are worldwide. We have community members from all around the world. So feel free to join our community Discord at IHodlLife Community in Discord and take part in the biggest crypto community on the planet. Hanging out in the community alone, you guys will learn all kinds of information. You'll get educated about crypto. You'll meet like-minded people. You'll probably even find people in your area that are into crypto. So feel free to join our Discord. The best cold storage is the one that you feel the most comfortable using. I like the SecUX V20, but as long as you're using a cold storage, that's the best way. That's the best one. The one that you're comfortable with. You can send it from your wallet to the exchange and back, and you know what you're doing, and it's familiar. And when things get emotional in crypto, you can do those transactions while your heart's pounding. That's the wallet you want to use. You're absolutely right, Crypto Bulldog. The bull run is definitely still on. In fact, whether the bull run is on or not, crypto in general is still on, and it will be for the next 10, 20 years. So for that reason, the wealth is going to go to the patient hands. Chainlink is a very, very good cryptocurrency. It is the intersection of all blockchains because it is the main Oracle system that shares on-chain data with real-world data for seamless operation. Thank you for your heart me's. Just downloaded crypto app, thanks. Well, for anyone who wants to download a crypto app for the first time and you don't really know how to do it, crypto.com is the one that I like the best, and they don't pay me. I'm not affiliated with them, although shout out to crypto.com. You guys probably should be affiliated and partnered with me here at Tokenized Financial and IHodlLife. But at this time, we are not, so I'm literally shouting them out because I personally use that exchange. It's the one I like the best. I believe in the future they're going to become a digital bank. So crypto.com is highly the one that I recommend. It's an app you can download on your phone. You can also access it via the computer. When you go on your computer, you can go to their trading side of crypto.com, but I don't recommend that. I recommend just the app. You can connect your bank to it, and that will allow you to now buy cryptocurrency from your bank account or your credit card, and then you can learn to send it to your offline wallet. How do you learn all of that? Hanging around the IHodlLife community, or if you guys are $25,000 or higher and you don't know how to do it, maybe you're a busy executive, or it's your company's money, or you just have a lot of money, you don't got time to manage it, well, then you can also come see us at Tokenized Financial, and we will manage your assets for you. But I will remind you, we do not take anyone's cryptocurrency. We are the only asset management firm on the planet that offers educational services that teaches you how to manage the crypto yourself. We don't take your crypto. So crypto.com is definitely the app I recommend for everyone to get their first access to crypto. And truthfully, Coinbase, everyone has heard of Coinbase pretty much. That's the other one I recommend. And again, I'm not affiliated with them in any way, even though Coinbase has reached out to me multiple times. I'm not affiliated with them anyway. Coinbase is an exchange that is the best for new users. It's really simple interface. Crypto.com slightly more advanced. So when you first go on crypto.com, it might appear confusing to you the way it operates. Once you learn crypto, you'll like crypto.com more, but Coinbase is the easiest one to start with just connect your bank or your PayPal and buy some Bitcoin, some Ethereum, some XRP and Solana and get started. So that's a great way to do it, and I highly recommend having both. If you're new to crypto, get Coinbase and crypto.com so you have 2 access points to crypto, 2 access points to convert it back to your bank account, so on and so forth. And don't go buying crypto until you educate yourself about an exchange, how to buy it, how to send it, how to get a self-custody wallet, how to hold it safely, move it back and forth safely, convert it, what's a stable coin, what's a crypto, how do I turn it back into cash, how do I get it from my crypto to my bank, from my bank. Understand those details before you start going and running and dropping all your money in there with your heart pounding, or you're going to make mistakes. And once again, if you're over $25,000, feel free to sit down with us at Tokenized Financial and we'll show you how to do it. Do I know something about Luna Classic? Yes, Luna Classic used to be called Terra Luna from the Terra Foundation, and their founder is now in prison as far as I know. And anyway, they had one of the world's first algorithmic stablecoins, which is a stablecoin running on an algorithm. And what happened was Binance did a massive blowout sale, dropping all kinds of crypto, which caused and we don't know for sure, but that's just what I speculate, that Binance was the cause of it. And it caused the algorithm to continue to print coins. So the algorithm was designed that it would balance, buying pressure, selling pressure, print coins, remove coins, print, and so on and so forth. And what happened is there was such a big sell-off that it caused it to just print, and it just kept printing coins, which caused it was at that time called Terra, which caused the Terra cryptocurrency to just crash into nothing. And because it crashed into nothing, Do Kwon Dao, or whatever the heck his name was, the CEO, decided, well, I'm just going to relaunch and scam all my customers again. So he relaunched again, renamed the new cryptocurrency Terra Luna, and then the old one, which was originally Terra Luna, he renamed it Luna Classic. And I told all you guys at that time, get out of it. It's dead. This is done. It's over. It fell apart. Somebody tried a crypto project. It didn't work. Go buy your HBAR and your Cardano and your XRP. This one is no good. That's what we told you guys going back 2-3 years ago when this happened. And sure enough, today, it's still garbage. You should not own Luna. You should not own Terra. All of this is a dead ecosystem. And as far as I'm aware, their founder is still in prison. What up, Czar dude? What are we at? We're at noon. I have to cut just before 12:30 today because I have scheduled meetings, new tokenized financial clients scheduling meetings to discuss their portfolios. For anyone who doesn't know, at Tokenized Financial, not only do we design your portfolio, we design your exit strategy, and we give you ongoing management via direct text communication so that you have a little assistant in your pocket for crypto all the time, as well as a portfolio and an exit strategy designed for you. We charge a one-time setup fee and we charge a 2% annual management fee. It's extremely affordable and extremely valuable to our clients. We have a vast community already, over 75 clients and over $4.5 million under management. If you're interested in having your crypto assets managed for you, although we do not take your crypto, we educate you how to do it. Feel free to book a free 30-minute consultation with me. We only manage portfolios $25,000 or higher. So feel free to book a free meeting with me if you wish to discuss the synergies in asset management for you. All you traditional investors out there who haven't stepped into the crypto space, it's time to sit down and have a meeting with me and discuss how you can start building crypto assets into your already built traditional financial portfolios. And yes, crypto will be used to revolutionize the monetary system, Bucci-mon. What they're going to do is they're going to pump all of the $37 trillion debt that the US has into stable coins, and then they will revalue the price of the reserve coin. Can't tell you what that's going to be, XRP, but they'll revalue then the price of the reserve coin, which will then reset the value like they did back in the 1930s when they made everyone sell back their gold, and then they revalued the price of gold at a higher value. That's what they're going to do. And when they reprice it at a higher value, that difference will eliminate the $38 trillion deficit in debt, and it will wipe the slate clean by revamping the financial system. So stablecoins and cryptocurrency is the answer to all of the debt and the answer to our future financial system, which is why compound reasons of why you should be building a crypto portfolio today. What happened with Forex? Forex was so 1995, my friend. It's time to start investing in crypto. ASI is not a scam, Bionic. The scam is people don't do education. The scam is ASI is a group of 4 different cryptos. So what people hear is they hear Fetch AI, they hear Ocean Protocol, and they hear the other cryptocurrencies. And you know what they do? They hear that they're all combined together into this new team of cryptos called Artificial Superintelligence Alliance. So people who don't do any research go run and buy some crypto called ASI, which doesn't even exist. You just buy the other 4 cryptos. You don't go buy ASI coin. So all these people are running around buying ASI coin thinking they're buying the new version, and they're not. They're just buying some scam coin that somebody named it ASI because you didn't realize what was going on, because you didn't want to put any intelligence or effort in. You just wanted to go buy what lottery ticket you thought was going to pump. And this is where crypto goes wrong. I encourage you to hit that like and follow right here on the only crypto channel you need for the proper information. ASI is not a scam. ASI is a group of 4 different cryptocurrencies that are working in alliance with each other. That's why it's called the Artificial Superintelligence Alliance. But if you want to own ASI, you don't buy ASI coin, you go buy Fetch, you go buy Ocean, you go buy the pieces of the 4 companies that are included in the alliance. What are my thoughts on Wild? Wild is a metaverse play, which in the future will be an experience. So if anyone has ever seen Star Trek, you know what the holodeck is. It was a deck that you could go into, which was a room you could walk into, and it would just kind of create a virtual space and you could kind of experience anything. Well, that's what Wilder World is going to be. You're going to be able to go on safaris. You're going to be able to go bungee jumping. You're going to be able to do all these different experiences in a virtual way. And the interesting thing behind that is your subconscious doesn't necessarily know the difference as long as you're experiencing the electrical signals going to your brain, because the physical world doesn't even exist anyway. It's just a electrical signal going to your brain. So this gives you a virtual virtual sensation that you're experiencing these things, and this technology will overtake our commerce in the future as well. Nobody's going to go visit a house before they buy it anymore. They're just going to pop on glasses or press a button, and they're going to take a virtual experience through the house, like avatars walking in a virtual world. It's going to be as real as it is in this world, and then they're going to be able to purchase it right there in a virtual space, contract, smart contract, NFT, wallet transfer, everything peer-to-peer right there on the spot, all through the technology of a virtual space, like a company like IHodlWorld is working on. So metaverse is a multi-trillion-dollar opportunity, but it's extremely early. I would not be investing in IHodlWorld or all of the metaverse plays yet. Next cycle or the cycle after, absolutely. Or if I already have $100,000-ish or bigger portfolio built in other cryptos, I can afford now to start adding in metaverse plays as well. But for those of you with lesser than that, the metaverse is still 1 or 2, 3 cycles away from worldwide adoption, which means the growth rate is a longer wait than if you just stack a bunch of layer ones now. Once again, the right crypto doesn't necessarily mean it's the right crypto for you based on your money, based on your portfolio, and most importantly, based on what is your plan and what are your goals. Any chance of a rant today? Probably not, Raul. Probably not. I'm wearing a suit. I don't rant when I wear a suit. Come out on Sundays if you want to see me bang my desk and rant. Can you stake your XRP? Not necessarily, no, unless you are tying it up through the Flare protocol, and then you can get FXRP through Flare. But I don't encourage doing this at this time, guys. It's very new. There's also tons of scammers out there being like, oh, did you stake it with Flare? And then they're connecting you to one that you think is the right one, but it's not. And then they enter your... It's dangerous right now. Because of the volatility factor, the amount of reward you get for staking isn't enough. The self-custody and ownership and safety of it is worth more. So don't stake your XRP. Not yet. Not till we have more proven safety methods. And I love Flare. I love what they're up to. But because there's so many people creating fake Flare scams because of the Flare staking mechanism, I recommend just hodling your XRP and not staking it at this time. Bear market, maybe we can talk about that further. But right now, when we could be making moves with it, absolutely not. What is the URL of our company again? It's tokenizedfinancial.com. Just the word tokenized with a Z, the word financial, and .com. Tokenizedfinancial.com. You can go check us out, what we offer. We only broker accounts $25,000 and higher, just so you know. It's all done video call, one-on-one with all of our clients. So every time you have a meeting, it's a one-on-one video call with me and my team. All training is done on one-on-one video calls with you and me and my team. So it's a personalized, customer-centric version of crypto management. And once again, I'll remind you, we do not take your crypto. We just educate you all along the way about how to do it yourself. I see some scammers joining in. Anyone who is receiving direct messages, if you're following my channel today and someone's direct messaging you, be very careful. Sometimes scammers will join my channel. They know that you guys are investors since you're following my channel, and they will message you and try to scam you, lead you somewhere you shouldn't. So just a note for anyone following my channel right now, anyone who's direct messaging you is a scammer. Be very careful. No matter who they claim to be, even if they claim to be IHodlLife and they have my logo, it's not me. So be very careful. What is your exit strategy? The exit strategy we design into each portfolio, and each person's exit strategy is slightly different based on their wants, needs, and desires, and what they're building their portfolio for, and of course, how much money they have. What do I think about Zbeck Network? I think Zbeck Network is a decent protocol. I think that you guys are a little bit crazy, all running over buying it like it's the next best lottery ticket when it's not. I mean, go buy XLM 4 years ago and you sat on it for 4 years and waited, even though XLM's amazing. And that's no different than ZBCN. If it really is going to be working with XRP or XLM or any of those groups, it's going to be a long time rollout. So stacking it slowly is a good plan. But for all of you thinking that it's the next big balloon blow up, I got news for you. It's way overhyped. WorldCoin is a good example of where our future identity systems are going, but I don't recommend WorldCoin at all. What do I think about Zell? I don't think anything about Zell. You're buying Quant instead of Solana. Well, both are very good. Solana is an important layer one, and Quant is an oracle system for the ISO coins. Both very, very important. What do I think about Filecoin? Filecoin's a big data center, so Filecoin has long-term safety. Filecoin is a cryptocurrency that you're going to see hedge managers, asset managers using for hedge funds, because Filecoin won't go away. It'll always be there for big data storage. It may not be a big multiplier and a big profit maker, but it will be a stable grower like a Bitcoin. So Filecoin is a really, really great long-term investment as far as stability in a crypto portfolio. So when you have a 50K portfolio, you don't own Filecoin. You have a 200K portfolio, you don't own Filecoin. You have $1 million portfolio, you maybe don't even own some Filecoin. But once you get into serious monies and you need to stuff away 1 or 2 or 3 million and you just need it to stay there and stay that, well, you could buy gold, or you could look at crypto assets. And when you do, you look at the long-term stable ones where I can put a lot of money to sit on, and Filecoin falls into that category. So does Litecoin, so does Bitcoin, so does Ethereum. All those guys fall into that long-term, chances are it's just going to slowly grow category. I have no idea how high HBAR will go this cycle, but what I do know is the day will come when you wish you had more HBAR. I hope you can understand what I say between the lines. Sorry, I'm downloading. No, I'm not AI. I'm connected to the infinite intelligence, and I download fragments of information at random times, and I can feel it when it happens. Call me crazy. It's the SecuX V20. That's the wallet that I have, SecuX V20. The link is in the top of my TikTok page. This is not my wallet. It's from a company called SecuX. It's just personally the one that I like the best. There is a link in the top of my TikTok page. If you want to click on it, it'll take you directly to the manufacturer in Taiwan, and you can buy it from them. They offer a bunch of different models, but this is the one I like. It's called the V20, Victory 20. What about Zaman wallet? A Zaman wallet is what you would use when you want to stake your XRP. So let's say you did decide to go stake some XRP in the Flare network and need to go put some XRP in a wallet and you need to connect to the Flare network with a wallet. Well, you don't be a dummy and connect with your offline wallet that has all your XRP in it. What you do is you send a little bit of the XRP that you want to stake to the Zaman wallet, and then you stake with the Zaman wallet, keeping your offline wallet and your offline XRP safe and sound and never connected to anything for any exploits or anything that might happen in the future. So you use online wallets like Zaman as an intermediary to operate with the world of Web3 that allows you to keep your self-custody offline home banking wallet separate from all interactions. And you make that small send back and forth between the two to create that security layer. So Zaman wallet's great if you want to interact with XRP in the Web3 world. If you don't want to interact with XRP in the Web3 world and you just want to sit on the asset, then you don't need the Zaman wallet, you just need an offline wallet. And that goes for every crypto in every one of its ecosystem. Solana is really fun right now as far as its online ecosystem. So it's great to have a Solflare wallet or a Phantom wallet because you can take part in all kinds of stuff going on in the crypto space while still having your Solana safely offline and just enough of it in the Solflare or the Phantom wallet that you want to interact with the world of Web3, buy NFTs, go get the new Solana Seeker phone that just came out, etc., etc. So that's how, once again, you layer your crypto. All these things we teach at Tokenized Financial to all of our clients. And for those of you who don't wish to be clients at Tokenized Financial, or you don't have $25,000 value already, then feel free to join our free crypto community in our Discord, and you can learn all of this information yourself. Maria is calling me right now. Maria, how do you not know that I'm live right now? For anyone who doesn't know, Maria is our asset manager at Tokenized Financial, our asset and client manager. So let me just message her and let her know I'm live right now. See you at the meeting at 12:30. Anything changed? Let me know. So now she should see that I'm live. You bought the LPAL specifically for HBAR and XDC. That's not a bad idea because this wallet doesn't hold those two. I have my HBAR held in the Hashpack wallet, and I have my XDC held. Oh, actually, this one does hold XDC now. I have my XDC on here. But my HBAR and XDC at that time, I couldn't, and that's a decent reason to have another wallet, for sure. No, I'll cut and join at 12:30. Tangem wallet, that's a decent one. Arculus wallet, I don't like that one much, but it's okay. The only reason I don't like Arculus, it's not because the Arculus wallet is bad. It's because a lot of new people use Arculus wallet. So a lot of scammers out there will target wallet addresses that use the Arculus wallet, and then they'll send you phishing emails and scams. The Binance Trust wallet and the Arculus wallet are two wallets that for some reason the scammer world has like targeted for some, I don't know why. And those are the only reasons I don't like the wallets. It has nothing to do with the wallets themselves. It has to do with the community of people that it attracts. The customers that show up, if you know what I mean. How do you buy Bucky? I wouldn't buy Bucky. That sounds like a terrible meme coin. But if you want to buy crypto, you download an app on your phone like Coinbase or Crypto.com, and then you connect your bank account and you start buying crypto. And then you send it to an offline bank or send it to an offline self-custody wallet, which is like a home bank. And if you don't know what all that means, hit that like and follow our community Discord, and start getting yourself educated about the world of Web3, because it's going to be in your lap. Just like 1985 and 1987 rolled around, and all of a sudden you came to the realization, oh shit, I need a website, or I at least need to know how to surf the internet. I need to know how to check an email. I need to know how to connect to Wi-Fi. You can't exist without knowing those fine details. So you don't need to worry about how crypto works. You don't need to worry about all the details, because today you have no fucking clue how the internet works. You just need to know how it works for you. How do I get my NFT? How do I connect? How do I send? How do I receive? How do I hold my assets? That's the details you need to learn. Hit that like and follow, ladies and gentlemen. The world of Web3 is upon us. We've only got about 10 more minutes, ladies and gentlemen. I have to join into a meeting with a new client. For anyone who doesn't know, you can schedule a free 30-minute consultation with me to discuss us brokering your crypto account for you. You must have $25,000 value or higher to use our services. So that's why I have to cut in 10 minutes to meet with a new client. So I do apologize for cutting short today. My own fault for not booking the schedule off today during that time. Solana or Sui, hands down Solana over Sui, hands down Solana over Sui at this time. In the future, maybe Sui could be a better play, but at this time, Solana for sure, because of its growth and its ecosystem. But both are actually very good layer ones. Why not Uphold or Coinbase? Well, Crypto.com and Coinbase are the two I recommend the most. Uphold would be a third backup one, especially if you're in the United States. Uphold is a good one for you. I can't use Uphold in Canada, so that's generally why I don't recommend that one, because it just doesn't come off my tongue because I can't use it. But it is a good one for US customers to use, Uphold. But I still, before Uphold, recommend Coinbase and Crypto.com. Coinbase for brand new people, Crypto.com for the all-around best experience on an exchange and offers the most features, and then Uphold as a third background offer to get extra coins that the other two maybe don't offer. And that's important to know. One of the reasons you might want to have 1 or 2 or 3 exchanges downloaded on your phone and your bank account connected to 1 or 2 or 3 is so that you can buy different cryptos, because not every exchange has every crypto available on its exchange. It's like going to the mall and you got to go to different stores to get different products. Just so you guys know, the guy in the chat named Jake Claver that's messaging you in the chat saying, send me a message for more information. This is a scammer. So this is an example of a scammer who's made a fake account of Jake Claver, who's another crypto influencer. And now he's here in my live looking for targets, which is new crypto investors that don't know what they're doing. And he's going to try to message you guys, get into a conversation with you in your direct messages. And then he's going to lead you to some website and he's going to scam you, or he's going to find some way to scam you, get in your email, something like that. So anyone direct messaging you is a scammer. And just so you know, Justin, because he added you, Justin, and said, @Justin, send me a message for more information. I'm just letting you know that's a scammer. Do not communicate with him. You're going to lose your money. It's cut and dry. If there's anyone direct messaging you, they're a scammer. If there's anyone in my chat replying to you, hey, come talk to me, come message me, they're a scammer. Just so you know. If they weren't a scammer, they would be live running their channel. Go look at the account telling you to message them. They've never gone live. They don't show who they are. They're just scammers. Be very careful using fake accounts. Fake accounts, copied videos from other accounts, and it's some dude sitting over in Singapore ripping off your money. Ledger is not one that I recommend, actually. Out of all the wallets out there, Ledger is the one I recommend the least. I would recommend Tangem first. I would recommend Elapal first. I would highly recommend the SecUX first. I would even recommend Descent first. There's a bunch of wallets I would recommend before I would recommend Ledger. Ledger has fallen off the boat. They lost track. They lost sight of who they were. That's what happened with Ledger. I don't teach people to trade. Do not trade your crypto. Everybody out there telling you, you can get rich trading crypto. They're just trying to sell you their service, or they're trying to sell you a trading app. You're not going to get rich trading crypto. You're going to lose all your money. Just hodl your crypto. Build a good portfolio. Think of it like stacking digital gold bars and just keep holding it for the long term. And after 2, 3, 4 years passes, you'll understand. You'll get it. Most of the people out there telling you to trade your crypto are just trying to get you to scam. They're just trying to, you don't know how to trade. So they're going to say, just give me your crypto, I'll trade it for you, which means they're just trying to scam you, get custody of your crypto. There's a very important reason why we do not take custody of anyone's crypto in our service. We manage your crypto. We tell you when to sell your crypto. We tell you what cryptos to hold and how much money to have in each crypto, but we never have access to your crypto, ever. We have to tell you what to do and you have to do it yourself. Understand self-custody, everyone. You don't get the link to the Discord. If the link to the Discord doesn't work, then just download the Discord app on your phone, go to the search bar, and type IHodlLife community. And make sure you got 2 L's in IHodlLife. IHodlLife community on Discord, or check out any of my socials, my Twitter X, IHodlLife, my YouTube, IHodlLife. I'm sure there's a link on all of those to go to our Discord. And if you want to talk to me, for anyone who wishes to talk to me, you need to book a 30-minute consultation with me, but please, you need to have $25,000 or higher to use our services, or to book a meeting with me to use Tokenized Financial Services. I apologize, everyone. I don't have time to book meetings with everyone just to offer free training. That's what my Sunday lives are for. That's what my Tuesday lives are for. That's what the community is for. That's what our training classes are for. That's what our Discord is for, and all the training stuff that goes on inside there. That's what my channel and all my videos on my YouTube and here on TikTok is for. It's all free education for you guys. I don't have time out of my life to get into one-on-one videos with everybody for free. So tokenized financial clients only, $25,000 limit or higher, and you can book a free 30-minute consultation with me, and we can talk about crypto asset management for you. You lost $300 on Terra Luna. Who cares? It's $300. I don't know the time frame for the stablecoin transition, Dom. As far as I think what you're asking, as far as like, you know, revamping the financial system, eliminating the debt, pumping it into stablecoins, I'd say this is a 8 to 10 year rollout. 2035 by the time this completes. Let's call it that. And I'm speculating. I don't know. I'm speculating. Is SHX tied to XRP or XLM? No, it's not. Thank you for the heart me. If you're following my channel right now, feel free to send me a heart me. It boosts my page. However, I'm going to be ending here in just a few minutes. I apologize, everyone. I have a client meeting at 12:30 today with a new client interested in using our services here at Tokenized Financial. So I have to cut the meeting here in about 4 minutes, 5 minutes. Is DGen garbage? Yes, it is. Why did you buy that? Can they force you to sell back your XRP? Yes, there was a time in the past where they forced you to sell back your gold because it was used as something called a reserve value. They used to peg currencies to it. And then 1970 rolled around and they removed the peg to the gold. But that was the purpose of it. The gold was supposed to be increased in value and then currencies were stabilized to it. But they couldn't allow you guys to have that money, so they used it to erase debt. They made everyone sell it back, let's say at $3,000 an ounce, and then they raised it to $4,000 an ounce after everybody sold it back. So in that deficit in between was what eradicated the debt. And that's what they're going to do with crypto and stablecoins. When that happens, 10-year rollout, and I'm guesstimating, I don't know. I'm not important enough to know. TF is where it's at. And we're going to start changing the name from TF to TFIN as our short form on all of our investor decks and all of our documents. TFIN has been coming out as the common name. So you'll hear me referring as TFIN instead of TF from now on, just so you guys know. That's not true, Shiznat. You said Ocean is no longer part of ASI. That's not true. There's rumor that Ocean is thinking about leaving the artificial superintelligence. That's all. So there's rumor that they've discussed leaving. That's all. And that has blown into on social media, oh, they're no longer part. Well, maybe they won't be part of it, but that doesn't mean they're not a good protocol. And that doesn't mean that the ASI, the Artificial Superintelligence Alliance, the other three companies are not good protocols either. It just means that four companies all working in AI came together. They all got doing stuff. Somewhere along the line, someone had a difference of opinion and said, screw you guys, I'm going to go do it my own way. It doesn't change the fact that they're four of the best AI companies on the planet. So who cares if they work together as an alliance or if they separate and go individual? Which one in the alliance do you own? Do you own Ocean? Do you own Fetch AI? Which ones do you own? Do you own Kudos? Which ones do you own? If you've been following my channel, you have already known to stack your Fetch all year while it's been draining in price. We're what, 50% down for the year on Fetch AI? Why are you not stacking that crypto now? Aave is a very good protocol, HODL. Aave is on Ethereum, and it's a great place for those of you with large profiles, let's say $250,000 and higher, when we go into the bear market and you don't want to sell your crypto because you want to keep the asset value, but you want to leverage the crypto during the 2.5-3 year bear market. Well, that's where DeFi, staking, and leveraging cryptocurrency can be a benefit. And Aave is one of those DeFi protocols that is reasonably big, safe, secure, running on Ethereum, and you can supply liquidity to earn passive yield. You can borrow against your cryptocurrency to make other investments, like buy more crypto while it's down, so on and so forth. So Aave is a really, really great DeFi protocol running on top of Ethereum. Well, thanks, Crypto Bulldog. You'll find that I'm live here. Tuesdays, not always. I try to keep up every Tuesday, but it's almost like every second Tuesday just about, but always every Sunday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm sorry, everyone, for all of your comments. I can see that there's 100 comments I haven't got to, but I have to end my live because I have a client meeting coming up here in 6 minutes. So I'm going to end today's live with a positive note, like I always do on my lives. When you leave my live today, try to take attention to yourself. Try to take attention to what you're conversing with yourself under your breath, and try to take attention to what you're thinking about. If you do that, you might discover why you do or don't pay attention to opportunities like crypto. You might discover why you do or don't pay attention to opportunities that bring wealth into your life. You might discover that your mind is preoccupied with vibrations of things that you are out of control of, which means music you're listening to, TV shows that you're watching, voices of other people, opinions of other people, and you might not actually be managing yourself. So take into account, take an inventory of what you say to yourself under your breath. What's the conversation you're having with yourself, so that you can slowly and intricately and carefully change yourself little by little to become the greatest version of yourself that you can be. Thanks everyone for tuning in today. Sorry for cutting out a little early on our Tech Talk Tuesday, but I do have a client meeting. Thanks everyone for your comments and your time. Hit that like and follow. We'll be live again here on Sunday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for an AMA Ask Me Anything Crypto. Tristan, right here at IHodlLife, the only cryptocurrency channel that you need. See you, everyone. Have an amazing Tuesday.